and welcome to my show. Today I want to talk to you about a brand new shop opening in Harajuku and a new style coming in, getting more popular in Harajuku. You all know about Fairy-kei, Dolly-kei, Lolita, Decora, whatever. But this is something really different. This is a style that mixes anime, manga, and idols into Harajuku fashion. Recently, I went to the opening party of Park Harajuku. Their concept is otaku, fashion, and creation. When they say creation, I think it means like young fashion designers making their own stuff. And yeah, it's kind of like Japanese English. The new shop Park carries this brand called Milk Lim, and they have a lot of pastel colors in their fashion. It's kind of like Fairy-kei. They also carry independent fashion brands designed by people who are inspired by otaku culture and Akihabara culture. Okay, at Park, most of the designers are Japanese, but they also carry an American otaku-inspired brand called Omocat. Park also has 3 of their own characters, and they have good t-shirts and can badges of those 3 characters. The way that Park mixes otaku culture and Harajuku fashion is part of the new fashion getting more popular in Harajuku. It's like a new genre. I'm not sure what this new fashion is called. I don't think it has a name yet, but I think it's a very next generation thing. Okay, so if I have to say it easily, it's like Akihabara culture mixed with Harajuku fashion. This new type of fashion actually has been around for several years, but it was more like a subculture. But now, because of the opening of new shops and the shops that have been there for a long time started carrying stuff inspired by idols and manga, and so I think it's becoming more mainstream in Harajuku. In the old days, Japanese otaku didn't really care about fashion. We could see otakus in Akihabara wearing pins and badges and t-shirts with the manga, anime, and the idols they support, but it wasn't really very fashionable. It wasn't like bad, but they didn't really look at it as fashion. It was more like to express the love they have for that one thing they support. Most otaku bought their manga t-shirts from bookstores and from online shops. As time went by, some people who were already in the otaku culture started to think how to put those elements together like in a fashionable way to look cool. Also, some idol groups like Dempagumi.inc and Momo Closet started to inspire people who are already in the Harajuku fashion. Also, some kids in Harajuku were already interested in otaku culture, so they wanted to add Akihabara culture into their fashion. At first, these people will just use the elements that were already sold, like the pins and badges and t-shirts, to match with their own clothes. But eventually, they started making their own clothes. Some of the young designers who were in school at that time started making their original items inspired by Akihabara culture. They mixed retro video games and idols and manga into Harajuku street fashion. We can see these elements in the brand Galaxy and even some high-end designer brands like Mikio Sakabe and Jenny Fax. Even the illustrator Yurie Sekiya, who I introduced in my previous episode, might be part of this category because she draws like really cool eyes, and I think it's like kind of like manga. And cool Harajuku kids like to incorporate those kind of fashion, those kind of illustrations into their fashion. Right now, most of these otaku meets Harajuku items are made by young fashion designers who aren't very well known yet. These designers often use pixel art, glitch art, social network icons, and stamps, and a lot of graphics. In the last year, we've seen more shops in Harajuku starting to experiment carrying these otaku-inspired items. We can also see some of these elements in outfits in some street fashion magazines. Even Spin's, one of the most popular shops among junior high school girls and high school girls in Harajuku, are starting to carry more otaku-inspired fashion items. As most of you know, I love Dempagumi.inc, and I like my Tamagotchi, my Game Boy, and I like the brand Omocat. but I don't really consider myself an otaku because I don't really watch anime and manga and stuff. But I have liked this type of fashion since I discovered it. Many of my friends are also into this type of fashion, this Akihabara meets Harajuku fashion, and some of them even create this style. They're designers and they also make their own stuff. My t-shirt!
Badass! Fuck!
He's very badass.
Badass!
やばい。
これを見せようと。Badass!
And now that I've tried to introduce this type of style to you, I hope that I can show you more of this style in my future videos. And maybe I can introduce some designers that are not well known outside of Harajuku. I hope you find this new style interesting, and please leave comments and questions if you want to. You can also ask me questions on Twitter and Instagram, and it will be all in the description box. Also, I want to say thank you to Park Harajuku for letting me film their shop. I will also leave a link to their shop's website in the description box. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe onto Tokyo Fashion's YouTube channel and don't miss out any of my future episodes. Bye bye!